It started with a signal. A strange, old frequency detected deep in the woods, where no radio tower should exist. A group of urban explorers decided to track it down. They hiked for hours, following the static-filled whispers from their portable radio, until they stumbled upon a crumbling, abandoned radio station in the middle of nowhere. The door was wide open. The lights were still on. And the broadcast was still running. Inside, dust coated everything. Papers were scattered on the floor, yellowed with age. Old cassette tapes sat on shelves, each labeled with dates that hadn't happened yet. The static from the speakers crackled, then a voice cut through. It said their names.
Michael, Lisa, Andy.
Michael, the skeptic, laughed nervously.
Okay, who's messing with us?
But no one was laughing. Lisa grabbed an old tape and shoved it into the player. The recording clicked on. It was Lisa's voice.
If you find this, run. Don't listen. Don't stay. It knows we're here.
The real Lisa staggered backward.
No, that is not me.
The speakers crackled again.
Michael, you will die first.
Sudden bang echoed from the hallway. Something moved. Something big. Andy yanked his phone out to record, but the screen showed nothing but static. Their radio, now screeching, began broadcasting something new. Their own voices. Not past recordings. Not something they had said earlier. But things they hadn't said yet. Michael's voice came through first.
Guys, something's wrong with Andy's eyes.
They all turned to Andy. He blinked, confused. Then his eyes started bleeding. Panic. Screaming. The room shook as if something massive was moving above them. They bolted for the door, but the voice on the radio was ahead of them.
Lisa, you will not make it.
Lisa tripped.
Michael, don't look behind you.
Michael turned. The last thing he saw was his own face staring back at him. The radio cut to static. And outside, the old radio tower began broadcasting new names.
It started with a knock. A soft, slow knock at my door. I wasn't expecting anyone. I lay in bed, heart pounding, listening. Maybe I imagined it. Maybe it was just the wind. Then it came again. This time, it was deliberate, insistent. I reached for my phone. No signal. No Wi-Fi. Just dead silence. The knocking didn't stop. It got louder. A shiver crawled down my spine. I wasn't sure what terrified me more, the sound itself, or the feeling that whoever was knocking already knew I was awake. I crept toward the peephole, every step echoing through the silent house. Outside, nothing. No shadow. No movement. Just my empty porch, drenched in the sickly glow of the streetlight. But something felt off. The longer I stared, the more I felt like I wasn't looking out. I was looking in. My phone buzzed in my hand. The screen flickered. A text message. From my own number. My chest tightened. What I see. The knocking stopped. And then, the door handle turned. Slow. Deliberate. They weren't knocking anymore. They were trying to come in. I stepped back. My breath caught in my throat. Then a new sound. The knocking started again. From the back door. Then the windows. It was everywhere, surrounding me. I clamped my hands over my ears, but the sound only grew louder. A rhythmic, mocking pattern, like it was inside my head. Then a whisper. Right behind me.
You shouldn't have checked.
I spun around. Darkness. Nothing there. But in the window's reflection, I saw it. A figure standing inches behind me. Smiling. Its face was blurred, shifting, like a distorted image in a dirty mirror. But the smile was mine. My knees nearly buckled. I turned back toward the door. And my breath caught in my throat. The peephole was no longer looking outside. It was looking back at me. I ran. Through the hallway. Down the stairs. Every door I passed slammed shut behind me. I reached the front door, my hands fumbling with the lock. Behind me, footsteps. Slow. Getting closer. They were inside. I yanked the door open and sprinted into the night. Only to stop. Frozen. There, standing at the edge of my driveway, was me. Same clothes. Same terrified expression. Watching me. Smiling. The other me raised a hand and knocked on the air. And from inside my house, the sound answered. I turned to look. The porch light flickered. The red door creaked open. A dozen figures stepped out. All of them smiling. All of them me. Then a whisper in my ear. Cold breath touched my neck. I turned. The last thing I saw was my own reflection, reaching for me. Then, darkness.